The S&P is at a crossroads. Are we going to see the market rip higher or dip further? As we have rolling almost into February, March, we're into that. Are we going to have a crash or a correction at this time of year? So again, what normally happens, February, March, we're in that season for a correction. So we could see price just tip over somewhat. Anywhere from 10 to 15% in 10 to 15 days would be usual for this time of year. The next window that we have for such a movement is September, October. Now, the counterpoint to this is we've got what could be looking like a Bollinger Bands W bottom. So we've got this wonky W bottom here, which comes down to the lower Bollinger Bands, heads quite sharp, as you can see here, to the upper Bollinger Bands. And what would normally happen is we'd see price come back to the midpoints, failing to go to the low Bollinger essentially, and then what we'd see is price hugging that upper Bollinger for the next several days or weeks. Now, we've just seen this on the 30-minute charts where you get this W bottom. It comes to the back to the upper Bollinger. It fails to go low, doesn't even make it to the midpoint, and just hugs this upper Bollinger for, in this case, several days before tipping over on Monday with the gap down. So we've got this same sort of pattern developing on the daily charts, which could be quite interesting. So that is the counterpoint to the bear arguments. Now, what we have on our usual mix is we've just had the bull swing trigger breached, and again we've got the tag, we've got the turn, we've got our usual bullish bars, we've got a little bit of a price action entry that we just used to delay our trade choice until Tuesday rather than jump in after that big gap down that we saw on Monday. So we're back bullish, and we've just filled that gap down quite quickly. So this for me is the inflection point. You know, are we going to see price rip higher, or are we going to see a retest of these lows and possibly even move down to this prior gap that we saw on the way up? So these are all questions that we'll have answered shortly. For the moment, the system is bullish and my bear hedge trigger is below 59.55. If you like what you've seen today and want to learn a robust and systematic approach to profit from these markets in any market condition, then click the link next to this video and you'll be taken to a free training where I outline one of my favorite money-making patterns. So click the link and I will see you over there.